Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy K Breezy here. I hope that all of you watching this are having an amazing day, and in today's video I'm going to be going over and breaking down what I feel like is the best overall class setup for the AK74u in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That just makes this thing clap bodies left and right. So if you're ready to start dropping bodies and nuking lobbies, be sure to let me know down below by clicking that like button. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you don't have to worry about missing out on some of the latest Call of Duty news or a post from this channel. Real quick though, I'm just gonna run through all the perks and whatnot that I use with this class, because you know what's a pizza without the toppings? You know, it's just a lump of baked bread. Nobody wants, you know. Anyway though, the first thing you're going to want to use is Ghost, so you can avoid being seen on the cloud radar whenever the enemy calls in a UAV. Then you're going to want to use EOD to avoid getting bodied by those claymores, and you're going to want to use Battle Hardened so you don't get jumped when your pants are down. As far as my specialist, I decided to go with Dead Silence and Munitions Expert, and kind of just, you know, choose which one depending on what kind of situation that I'm in. And my lethals and tacticals are kind of biased because I use this with basically any class, but that's just because, you know, you can use it in almost any situation. But I always go with C4s and stem shot. C4s so that you can get rid of any clampers, or just, you know, throw it around the corner where you know somebody's really likely to be, and just go ahead and get that free kill. And stem shots because with this class setup and most of my class setups, I like to be very mobile, and because of that I tend to get in 2v1 situations almost every time. Also, my secondary weapon is my Deagle because it's just an overall very solid weapon. And alright, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start with the attachments that you're going to want to put on the AK74u. And let's go ahead and start with the elephant in the room and what makes the AK47 turn into the AK74u. But the 30 round mag attachment just makes this weapon go Super Saiyan, because while it claims that it takes some damage and range in exchange for a buff in fire rate and recoil control, it actually lowers the overall time to kill with the AK-47 as a whole, and just makes this weapon turn godly. And because of that, it has one of the fastest time to kills for any fully automatic weapon in the game. The only thing that keeps it from being absolutely broken is the amount of recoil that it has, but you know, if you're decently well at controlling recoil, you shouldn't really be having any problem. And with these next few attachments that I'm going to be going over, this is really going to help with the overall recoil of the weapon as well. But for numero dos, you're going to want to equip the Ranger foregrip because of the added vertical recoil control that it provides and the buff and aiming stability that it provides, at the cost of some strafing speed and overall ADS speed. I mean, it's definitely well worth it because it makes the recoil of the gun much more manageable and takes away some of the kinks that come with this weapon when trying to aim at those longer ranges. Next up, we have the muzzle brake attachment to help with the horizontal recoil of this weapon. And if, you know, recoil just really isn't that much of a problem for you, I would definitely recommend using the tac laser or maybe even sleight of hand over this attachment. Just for me, it helped me feel like I was much more consistent hitting those shots, especially when there was, like, you know, multiple enemies in front of me and I had to lock onto them very quickly. For the fourth attachment on the AK74u, you're going to want to equip the no stock attachment, not only because it makes the AK-47 look like the AK-74u, but because it adds to the overall movement speed and aim down sight speed with this weapon. Now previously I would have told you to use the skeleton stock for this weapon, but the skeleton stock actually got nerfed, and because of that it kind of gave the no stock attachment that little edge that it needed to take the extra attachment slot in my inventory. And while you may be losing some aiming stability and recoil control with this weapon or with this attachment, it's definitely going to be worth it because it just takes the AK-47 to that next level and gets rid of that initial slow ADS time that you have when you first unlock the AK-47. And to wrap it up for this AK-74u class, you're going to want to equip the 8.1 inch compact barrel, because not just because it makes the AK-47 look good, but it helps with the overall aim down sight speed and movement speed with this weapon. And this attachment is honestly just the butter on the toast for the AK-47 and really puts it at that competitive level. I mean, the slight decrease in bullet velocity and recoil control does make it so that you have to use this weapon much more similar in the way that you would use like a SMG, such as the MP7 or P90 Uzi, you know, something like that. You're more or less going to have to use this as an SMG. But this shouldn't come as a surprise because we're trying to recreate the overall speed and just devastation of the AK-74u like the way it was in Black Ops 1. But with that, guys, covers and breaks down what I feel like is the overall best class setup for the Ak74u in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and will definitely give you an edge over the competition, whether it be in ranked battles or in public matches. Literally, the gameplay that you're watching right now was my first match on after I came up with this class setup, because it's just crazy. Like, I was going off with it, and I got 80 kills my first game on. That was just it surprised me how much better they made the 30 round mag attachment for the AK, and I don't think that many people actually noticed it, and I'm surprised it's been going unnoticed by the community for this long. I would definitely recommend using this class on those smaller maps like Shipment, Rust, Shoot House 24/7, you know, anything like that, because while you can use it on those longer maps, it's really made for those short range engagements because of the recoil of the AK-47 as a whole. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because then you don't have to worry about missing out on some of the latest Call of Duty news or a post from this channel. And if you enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please don't forget to leave a like, because that really helps me out and lets me know what kind of videos that you guys like to watch. Also, don't forget to comment down below with what weapon you want to see a best class setup video for next, or just any video ideas that you have in general. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, it's your boy KB, signing off. Peace.